And guess who is not live tonight? My name is Sharon Rogers, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Wells, Maine. And generally, I do come live to you every Friday night at 7:30. But when I can't, like tonight, because I'm on vacation in northern New Hampshire, isn't it beautiful? Well, then I have to just record something. So I am recording so that when this airs at 7:30 on Friday, I can enjoy a beautiful steak dinner with my husband at a local restaurant. So I hope you enjoy tonight. And don't forget that this goes along with the scraps and strips Tune In Tuesday, Technique Tuesday class that I did this past Tuesday. And so if you place an order of $35 or more in my online store using the link in the description of this video, I will send you all the supplies, the paper and the embellishment supplies, for you to create one of each of the cards in that class, tonight's Friday Night Live, and last Friday Night Live. Enjoy. This is the card we're going to be making tonight. It is a quilted star pattern, and I don't know if any of you are quilters. I am not, although, I mean, I know sort of how to sew, but I'm not a quilter. It takes way too long. I need much more, immediate gratification. But look at how I've cut all these ends perfectly, such perfect angles. Well, you're going to see tonight that that is just not the case. That is an optical illusion, and you're going to not believe how easy this card is. We are going to begin with a 3x3 piece of basic white, and I've got some of the strips left over from the Mediterranean Blooms DSP. I've got these two with the lemons that have this blue pattern on the back, and these with the peaches, or no, oranges, sorry, that have this blue pattern on the back. So the blue is Night of Navy. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use different sides. So all four sides are different. We're gonna be working on the diagonal of this piece of basic white. If it makes you, if it helps you and you want to draw a line with a pencil from diagonal, this corner to this corner, then go ahead. I'm not going to. You only need a strip that's maybe 5 inches long. That's going to be plenty. These are 6, I think. And I'm going to make sure that the top edge of this and the top edge on the other end meet at that diagonal, at that little point. Oh, I glued it all down. I don't really want to do that yet. Eeks. Eek, 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 eek. Almost made a boo-boo. Just do the ends for right now. You do want to make sure they kind of go all the way to this other side, but you really just want to glue the ends. All right, because we're going to weave these guys. So now I'm going to do the opposite diagonal. And again, I'm just going to go on the end here. Go to the end, make sure it comes down here on the end. That's good. And I'm going to do the other one also. So I'm butting them right up against each other. Now what we're going to do is we're going to basket weave these guys a little bit. And I'm going to hold this a little bit in place. So we're going to go over and we're going to go under. So that one's done. And then we're going to do the opposite on the next one. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to put a little bit of glue down here. And I'm going to put this one underneath. There we go. We'll finish laying this one down. This yellow one already had glue on it, remember? Because I made a boo-boo. And then we're going to put glue, and I do like putting the glue on the strips better than just laying it on the paper, because it's less apt to squeeze out. So if I put it all in here, then it might just come up through this seam, and I don't want it to do that. So there we have it all woven. All right. We're going to let that set up for a second. Now, you can see that I've been working on my silicone mat, which this won't stick to. This glue will dry and we'll be able to take it away. I'm also going to be using a piece, while I'm just letting that dry, I'm going to be bringing in my thick basic white. The instructions will be also on my blog after this. And I'm going to cut a piece that is 2.5 by 4 inches. So this, and you can decide whether you want the oranges or you want the blue side out. I'm not sure which one I want out. Probably wish I had cut it the other way because of the way the oranges are falling, but I did not. So we're just going to put this on here. Let's see how we're going to, you know what, because I don't have them going the right way, and I'm not going to fix it because I brought very minimal supplies up here with me. In fact, this is what I have. There we go. We're just going to put that right over here so it has a nice little uniform border. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to trim it. I'm just going to take my scissors here. Ooh. Let's see. Take my scissors here and just cut right up here. Now, can you use something other than the glue? You can, but it's a little bit more difficult to weave when you've got the other stickiness on the back, and you certainly can't do it in, you can't weave, or you can't put the adhesive on after you've weaved because you're peeling it back really in order to do so. All right, so there I have that. And now I'm going to layer this on a piece of Night of Navy that is 3¼ inches by 3¼ inches. We'll just put this here. Now, because this is square, I do have a couple of choices on how I arrange my piece. Now, it looks very different. Oh, you know what? I really didn't want to do this yet either. Oh, I'm messing up all kinds of ways tonight. I wanted to emboss this, but I haven't done the next step yet. I've skipped a step. So this does not, I mean, it looks nice enough, right? But it doesn't look like a quilted star pattern. Here's the trick. I'm bringing in a 3/4 inch square of basic white. And look at what happens when you put that right on the corner. Then it looks like you have cut those at a perfect angle, and all the angles are going to match. Isn't that genius? I can say that because I didn't come up with it. So it's not bragging. I certainly have nothing to brag about other than the fact that I found the directions. So there we go. And we'll do this one. Good. And we're going to do this one. Now, quilting involves more than just piecing stuff together. We need to quilt or put a pattern on top of this. So you know, most people have like a long arm quilting machine that goes in afterwards and kind of does all sorts of fancy stitching. Well, I don't have that. It's paper anyways, so that would, you know, that would be just different. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull in our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Sorry, this is so close up. Let me see if I can get this a little higher. Get a little higher so it's not quite as in your face. There we go. I'm working with limited light too, so there we go. I should just always record before I come up here. Now you can use any embossing folder that you want. I'm going to use the metallic, I forgot what it's called, but it's got a metallic look to it. It's like you would have metal, and you want to make sure that you are embossing with the Stampin' Up showing, so the face is showing there. I'm going to put this through folded edge first, remember. I'll show you what we get when we get done. Take it out of the folder and look and see all the prettiness that's on it. Now you could use the swirls, you could use florals, you could use any kind of embossing plate to do this. You're just putting on that extra layer of quilting. All right, let's bring back our card base, and we're gonna put that on here. Something like that, I think. Let's see. We can change it all any which way we want to. How do I want this? I think I like it like this. All right. It's kind of an optical illusion that the blues are going, you know, because of the way they're patterned. The two small ends are here and the longer ends are here. So we're gonna go ahead and put that on with some dimensionals. Here we go. Sometimes the backs come off easily. Sometimes they don't when you've got glue on your hands. I'm going to put this right here. And I'm going to bring in the word thanks. This is from one of my stamp sets. I think it's Thoughtful Expressions. Thoughtful Wishes maybe. Just have a little thanks right over there. And if you want to put something in the center there, it's not a bad idea. In fact, I have these gems, and I thought the yellow would go nicely in there, so I'm going to take the biggest one. I'll put that right in the center here. And there we go. Let me show you. So there's our card. And here it is with the oranges. I guess I used a different pattern on that one. And then here it is, just all done in a pink. This is the new one, Petunia Pop. And it's got one of the purple gems, purple shiny gems in there. So you can see you have all sorts of different options here. But isn't it cool how the white just kind of melts into the background? It doesn't look like it's an extra layer at all. And that's because of our embossing. We kind of squish it all together. Pretty cool, right? Well, there you have it. Thanks again for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. And go use up some of those scraps.